phone interview for you today with Tally Hall. I think we're just talking to Rob. Is he there? Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Jill.
Hi. How are you guys?
We're doing well, thank you.
Good. Okay. So we're going to start off with a fan question that we already got IM'd in. If you are listening on gwradio.com, you can IM us at RGW Radio, and we'll ask your questions. He has a couple of them. So let's talk about first release date for the new album. What are we thinking?
Well, we're thinking as soon as possible.
Okay. Sounds good.
I mean, it's been a long time since we put out any new music, and we are anxious and excited to release this record. It sounds great. We don't know exactly when. We have a meeting with the record label in about a week and a half to decide, but our hope is that summer seems realistic to us, although we'll know more soon. And as soon as we know, we'll tweet it and we'll put it up on Facebook and send out an email.
Okay, great. And how about your favorite track on the album that you've already released?
On the first album?
Yeah, on the first album.
Oh, my favorite. That's a tough question. I don't know. I like them all. They're all, they're all very different, I guess. It's a hard question. I'll say, off the top of my head, I remember, the first time I ever heard "Good Day," I thought that it was wonderful.
Yeah, and that is that technically the single, or because I know there is a video for that one too. So
yeah. Well, we made a lot of videos. We made I think about 7 or 8 videos total as a part of the internet show that we made in 2008, and that was the first one that we made a video for, and it was quite an endeavor. It took about 4 months to make. If you haven't seen the video, you can watch it on our YouTube channel. It's something.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely I watched it the other night. I had a chance to look at all the video stuff. What
cool.
Can you talk a little bit about that? What makes you guys, do you do the video stuff yourself, or do you have friends who do the production? And I mean, it's really cool, really creative stuff that you have up. So
thank you. We started in college doing videos just for fun. It actually predates the band. We started making comedy shorts, I guess, and then that sort of bridged into music videos, and then the band was in full swing, and we thought, well, let's keep doing the video thing. We have a good time doing that. Mm-hmm. And that was around the time when we came up with the idea to do a full-blown internet show.
Okay.
And our record label was gracious enough to give us some money to fund the production costs, and yeah, we do it all ourselves. We write it and direct it and edit it, and it's quite a workload to do it that way, actually. In retrospect, if we were to do the internet show again, which hopefully we'll get a chance to do a second season, or perhaps
we just got a question actually asking about season 2.
We would love to do a second season. We love even more to move to a different medium and try out some different things, whether it's TV or something else. I'm not sure, but yeah, we'll definitely be doing more video stuff in the future. But I guess in terms of how much we'll do it ourselves, we'll in the future, I think we'll probably continue doing all the writing and directing, but maybe leave the production end up to production companies.
Yeah.
Just logistics aren't really
right.
They're very challenging and they take a lot of time, so we wouldn't mind passing that off.
Yeah, do you think you'd ever release it like on a DVD or as a bonus
definitely.
bit of an album or anything like that? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's in the works.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. And so the Good Day video, I know that you guys are kind of well known for the ties and the different color ties, and you all have your own color. Is there any reasoning behind the colors? Who has what color? What color are you?
I'm yellow. There's deep meaning. There's deep meaning and symbology behind the ties.
So why are you yellow?
Because, as fate would have it, on the day that our box of ties arrived from 2002ties.com in probably 2002, the year 2002, the box of ties was ravaged in order of whoever got home from classes first that day. And when I got home, there was a tie left, and it was yellow.
Okay.
So I don't know what the symbology is. I don't know what the symbolism is, but I'm sure there's something.
Yeah.
But my destiny was the yellow tie, and Zubin's blue, Andrew's green, Ross's gray, and Joe's red. Yeah. I mean, it's up to the listeners to decide what the meaning is, but I'm sure there is some.
Yeah, definitely. Yellow, like sunshine or something. Think of something.
I'm just ready to say urine.
I thought about it, but I was just gonna pretend that only good things are yellow. Okay, so this is the last leg of the tour with Jukebox the Ghost, right? Tonight at the Black Hat. Doors are at 7:30.
That's correct.
Here in DC. So, how about any memorable moments or embarrassing stories from tour that you would be willing to share?
Oh, well, it's been a great time, I'll say that. The Jukebox guys and Skybox, who's also on the tour, are just a pleasure to travel with. And we knew them both before. We knew both bands before the tour. We love them, and we've had a great time. Memorable experiences, well, let's see. We picked up a red rubber ball at some point, and in the backstage area of a club in Nashville. We created a Foursquare court, and I didn't realize just how captivating a game of Foursquare can be in your mid-20s, because we had easily an hour and a half of really solid entertainment, and I think it would have continued on through the night, but unfortunately we had to play a show. We would have, if I had my druthers, we would have kept playing Foursquare. It was really fun.
Yeah. Any other game surface? Kickball?
No, that was a dip back into elementary school era.
That's too
gaming.
far back. All right.
But it was it's been a really fun tour. That's the first thing that popped into my head. But I'm sure if I had a minute, I could think of a bunch more.
Yeah. So tell us some unique things about your live show. Get us excited to come out tonight to the Black Hat.
Well, tonight the real attraction will be Jukebox the Ghost. They're headlining this show, as DC is their home base. So I mean that's enough to get you excited. I think they put on an amazing show. But as far as us, we're playing a lot of new songs.
Okay.
We finished recording our new album in December, and we've been playing the new songs, some for a while, some just on this tour, and they're sounding great. People seem to be enjoying them, and we have fun playing them. It's really exciting for us to play new music. So I don't know. There's a renewed sense of excitement on our end, at least, and I think that's shining through on this tour. So
great. And so for those listeners who haven't heard Tally Hall yet, could you describe your sound for us two ways? Number one, in musical terms, and number two, if it were a meal or a snack.
Oh, okay. If it were a meal or a snack, I'll start with this half of the question. It would be a Thanksgiving cornucopia.
Okay.
Containing various, harvest vegetables, squash.
All natural.
Root marm, all natural. Pumpkins, gourds. There's a lot of different stuff there, and we tend to, I guess we tend to write songs however seems to be dictated by the melody. So the arrangement is oftentimes pretty disparate, or at least different than the last song you heard. And I don't know, it's nice for us. It keeps it exciting, and we feel like the songs are better to not sort of pigeonhole ourselves into one particular genre. But I don't know. When people ask me what kind of band we are, I usually just say pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty okay. I like that. So how about inspirations and influences, musically, lyrically? I know the song about Mary-Kate and Ashley has been on heavy rotation here at the station. We like that one.
Good. Well, they're a huge influence on my career. I guess I meant that facetiously, but really, I mean, we grew up watching Full House. I can't deny that.
Yeah.
And
who didn't?
Who didn't? But I don't know. It's tough to say. We all have different musical tastes, but we agree on all the classics.
Right.
The Beatles.
Yes.
The Beat Boys, the Rolling Stones, Queen. And then we all have very, very different tastes when you get down to the nitty gritty. So I think that's one of the things that makes us interesting from a songwriting perspective, is that there's a lot of different influences affecting each one of us individually, and it's sort of there's a weird confluence there.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's good answer. So how about your personal playlist on tour? Driving around a lot, I'm sure you have your earbuds in for at least most of the time. What have you been listening to? And how about any guilty pleasures that you'd like to share with us?
Oh, well, We actually have been doing this thing where after a show we listen to a classic album.
Okay.
And it's totally dependent on whose iPhone is nearest to the dock and the little cord that attaches to the stereo. But we've been doing a lot of Beatles albums and some Pink Floyd and just really just classic albums that everyone's listened to, but you haven't heard in a while, and you go back and it's just mind-blowing how perfect some of them are. But guilty pleasure-wise, geez, I don't know. I've been watching a lot of TV. That's my guilty pleasure.
Okay. What shows?
I like the big comedy hits of today, like The Office and 30 Rock. I think they're wonderful shows.
Yeah.
I like that new show, Modern Family, a lot.
Yeah, that's a great one.
This does definitely qualify as a guilty pleasure. I've been watching the show Caprica, which is a follow-up to the show Battlestar Galactica, which I really love.
I've heard about it.
And, it has this reputation. It is kind of a dorky sci-fi show, but man, it's so wonderful. Actually, I will have a long discussion with you, Jill, another time, arguing that Battlestar Galactica definitely transcends the sci-fi genre, and it's a religious drama. But I'm
gonna have to get up on my Battlestar Galactica knowledge then.
You should check it out. And I also love American Idol. I think it's a wonderful program, and it's brilliant for many reasons.
Yeah. All right. So let's see what else I got here. All right. So you all met in college, correct? All of you met together in school?
Yeah. At University of Michigan.
Okay. So this is
the George Washington University of the Midwest, we say.
Is that really what you say?
That's what we call it on campus. Yeah, we say the GWUOTMW.
Oh, okay. That's a long one. What does that even spell?
So what more?
So since all college educated guys, and you've all graduated?
3/5. The other two guys were a year and 2 years younger, respectively, when we decided to sort of take the band more seriously. So they put the degree on hold.
On hold. So my question is, what do your parents wish you were doing with your lives?
My parents are actually really, really supportive, which is amazing and wonderful. We all had, serious, or I guess this is a serious endeavor, but we all had sort of non-creative endeavors, plan Bs, if you will, and I'm sure that our parents would have been happy to see us go in that direction too, but yeah, they've been totally supportive of this.
Okay, and personally,
come to the shows.
If you couldn't do music for whatever reason, dream job?
I was pre-med in college personally, but I think if the band didn't work out, I want to write a TV show.
Okay, sounds good. So you've been described. You said that you don't like to pigeonhole your style, and I completely agree. But you've been described. I did my research. Have a couple words here: whimsical, quirky, eclectic. Do you agree or disagree? And what words would you use?
Sure, those ones sound good.
They sound good? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard. We have a terrible perspective on it because we're there from the ground floor, and when we're writing songs, we're generally not thinking about how this will be interpreted. We're just trying to write a good song and make something that's true and emotionally based. And so I don't know. Whatever people say, fine with us. We just do it.
Right. And you've done some collaborations in the past. I saw with Nellie McKay. She's actually one of my favorites.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah. Do you have any future collaborations in the works? Maybe with some of your tour mates?
We haven't really planned anything concretely, but we're always thinking about stuff like that, and we're especially always thinking about stuff like that on the video front because it's a lot.
Right.
It's just to go into the recording studio and write a song together and record a song together or something like that is quite an endeavor. If you have an idea for a short video short and you want to have Jukebox the Ghost in it or something like that, you can usually get it done in a day and make something that's interesting and fun to watch.
Right. Cool.
So I think there will definitely be stuff like that coming.
Yeah, definitely. Sounds good. And so we have some traditional questions that we always ask every artist that we interview, and they're a little silly, so you have to bear with me. First one, favorite artificial fruit flavor?
Watermelon.
Watermelon? Like watermelon Jolly Ranchers or Blow Pops?
That's
They're
a good
different.
question. Actually, can I change my answer?
Yes.
Pink. It's just pink. Whatever pink
it
is.
should be a color.
Especially in Starburst.
The answer should be a color, actually.
Yeah. When you're talking about, basically what we're talking about here is artificial red dye number 6.
Yes. Tastes so good. How about Dream Tour, dead or alive? So if any artist ever, dead or alive, that you would like to tour with?
Salvador Dali. I don't know what he would be doing. I don't know what he would be doing on stage. Perhaps painting impromptu caricatures or surrealistic scenes, landscapes. I'm not sure.
We've never gotten that sort of answer before.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, that would be definitely very interesting.
Or second choice, Raffi.
Ooh, Baby Beluga.
Third choice. I don't know. I'd have to think about my third choice.
You have to play Baby Beluga tonight at the Black Cat, just for me.
We actually did play a Raffi song on this tour. We have been doing the show in 2 parts, and there's a little transitional period between the 2 parts.
Okay.
And in one city, in Ann Arbor, where we're from, we had to do some setup in between parts 1 and 2, and so we stalled with a group sing along to Down by the Bay, which was quite enjoyable.
Also a classic.
Yeah, classic.
So going back a little bit to the video stuff, kind of draws on that. If you all had a reality TV show, what would you call it?
The Real World. Is that taken?
Not without a city's name after it. I think you could. I think you could get that by legal.
The Real World Ann Arbor. I don't think that's been done.
No, it hasn't.
No.
You could do that. And what about the reality show's theme song, or your personal theme song, if you prefer?
Is this now? Are you looking for a song that already exists that has some special meaning to us, or a song title, or a song that we would write?
Probably one that already exists.
Oh, one that already exists.
Yeah. But it could go either way.
I don't know. It's a tough question. Put me on the spot.
I know. Like, here, I'm going to set the stage for you. This is what's happening. So let's say it's a movie, and it's your movie's theme song, and you're walking down a street, and the camera's like at your back, and
camera's in my back.
The opening credits are starting to roll, and you're walking. What song's playing?
Here's now. Let me just add to your image. I'm picturing us. We're walking away from the camera.
Yes.
Very dramatic lighting.
Yes.
Very dramatic. Maybe you just see our silhouettes, and suddenly we're in slow motion, and then Fat Bottom Girls by Queen comes on.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
There you go. Thoughts on Lady Gaga? Just thoughts, not necessarily opinions.
I think she's quite an entertainer. Personally, I haven't listened to her CDs. I just know the singles. I did watch the recent music video, which is she's really going for it. She's going for something. I don't know exactly what she's going for, but
me either.
Going for something. I found it very entertaining. I found the product placement kind of hilarious, but it's sort of like a necessary evil, I guess.
There was actually
nowadays
a YouTube video that she retweeted of these 2 girls from another country, I don't know where, teaching you step by step how to do the cans in your hair.
Well, I heard we were backstage in Dallas with the other bands on this tour, and we were watching that video. And someone was saying that that's actually not a product placement. That's just something that her mom used to do. Her mom used to put her hair up in Diet Coke cans, but I don't know if that's true or not. That's just something I heard.
Huh.
But I think she's talented. We actually incidentally played a show with her about 4 years ago. It was our second show ever in New York, and she was performing under her given name, which I think is Stephanie something. And she was on the bill 2 bands before us. And actually her backing band is a band that we're friends with nowadays called Akudama, who shares a practice space with us.
Cool. So you're like, 2 degrees of separation almost.
2 degrees of separation, and our paths have crossed. And I'm not sure what that means, but it's cosmic signage.
Yes. Yeah, it's a sign. So you guys are pretty well known for your covers also. Will you be playing, can you give us a tease? Any specific
I'll just say that classics? I think we will be playing one cover tonight.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Sounds good. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me. I have one more request before you get off the phone, and I don't know if the other guys are around, or if you could try and give us a station ID and say, Hey, what's up? We're Tally Hall. You're listening to it, and it's WRGW.
WRGW?
Yeah, if you could just do it yourself, or if you want to get the guys around, and if you want to get creative with it too, you are more than welcome to do so.
I think to get the other guys might be tricky right now because I'm on one side of the gas station and they're on the other. But I will say that this is Rob from Tally Hall, and you're listening to WRGW.
All right, great. Well, thank you so much. And going to close out the interview with a song from the first album. Which song should we play?
Play Good Day.
Good Day? All right. Cool. Thank you again. And we'll see you at the show tonight at the Black Hat. Doors are at 7:30, and it's Skybox goes on at 8, and then Tally Hall, and then Jukebox the Ghost. So,
yeah, thanks a lot, Joe.
Yeah, no problem. We'll see you then.
Okay.
Bye.